Howdy y'all, welcome back to episode 6 of my Terra Invicta Humanity First series. In this episode we're going to try and get the, not the resistance, but the initiative out of China along with the Protectorate, but they only have one spot, so we'll see how that works. What we're going to do this time is we're going to just assassinate all their counselors, they'll be way over, and then we should be able to purge them out, hopefully. So, I can't remember if we have a Protectorate counselor or not. If we do have one turn, we'll go for the Protectorate first, just to get a leg in, because once we get one of the control points, then we'll start getting our public opinion up better. But we're also going to work on combining not China, but Canada and United States into United States of North America, as well as massively increasing our space population and our spacecraft number. So that will be Tier 2 research for the most part. We'll do some more shipyards, and we'll just make all of our space habitats the Tier 2 version, and hopefully we'll be able to move them into Tier 3 as well. But I will see y'all when we get back into the game. Alrighty, we are back inside of the game, so we're going to do what we always do, get a brief overview of what we were doing last time. Our counselors, we don't have any organizations or augments to put on them. We are slowly putting them up into the 3 stars, something that we can actually use. These 1 stars, they're good for a little bit, but you definitely want to get 3 stars, they're just more efficient for the most part. United States of America, we have running mission control and a little bit of knowledge in government. Canada, we have running just funding. They can get up to a max of like 887 per month, so we're a quarter of the way there. Some of them are truly insane. America can get 9,400 per month. Mexico, we're doing mostly government, trying to get them up. They're still in the flawed democracy, so they're getting a slight boost, but we want to get them up to be around the same as United States of America, or there is some penalties to it. Can't remember if you can see it through here. You can't. We don't have it unlocked yet. But if you were to do, I think even Bolivia into, I can't think of the word, Brazil, holy cow. If you do Bolivia into Brazil, it's one of the techs for South America, then it still would be have to be a hostile takeover, I think. I really can't remember. Anyhow, China here. The Protectorate is, if we look here, shift click to go over and switch all of them at once. The initiative is not over. Protectorate is over. We do have a counselor turn for them, so that's probably what we're going to go ahead and do. We have 1 here in China, 2 in the UAE.
Don't let them find
You're the turned one, okay, and you don't have a whole lot going on for you. UAE, you have nothing. You have a little bit of control point cap orgs, but you don't have anything that would make me not kill you, and neither do you. Media Darling does not have a negative to it. You do have quite a bit. That's 17. This one has 16, so they do have, she has more than the other one. You are the big one, and you don't have anything either. That's fantastic. 6 is nothing for security. That's why I'm trying to get mine up 12, 15, 14, 22, 15. Alright, so that's what we're going to do.
Ready for orders.
Who are you? You're investigating. Where are you? You're in Saudi Arabia. Investigating him. You're probably investigating too. I hope you are, at least. You might be killing. That would be unfortunate. What we're gonna have you do then is we're gonna have you kill not you, on the 1% chance. There we go. Oh, what happened there?
The final draft were a bit underwhelming, no?
We finished mission to Venus, which did not give me any more mining cap. Unfortunate. We're gonna go for mission to, you give 6, Jupiter does, and you're cheaper. So we're going to go for mission to Jupiter. Mission to Venus was just a waste after all. We have all 3 of these. Okay. They're bringing it from now 57 to a 51%. It used to be a lot worse. I'm pretty sure it used to be like, especially the higher you were. We detain Pablo. Forgot we were doing that. Protector counselor is dead.
The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Interesting. They were caught in a scandal. I don't know what that means. I wonder if that's the same as the mission, not the mission, but the event that we get where one of the counselors speaks out or something like that. Not worth. Okay. Besides, after this, we get what we want, so we just want the Helicon drive. We'll have to put this down. 15 a day is more than enough, considering the closest person's putting in 7. We do want to kill a alien spaceship eventually. That is something that we're going to do this episode, even if it's the last thing I do. Less dramatically than it's usually said. I'll just make sure to do it at the very end.
Ready to go.
We'll have you go ahead and assassinate not the Resistance. Why would you do that? You, yes, because you have 25. Just gonna make sure that you're not the one I have turned. No. Fantastic. That would be kind of embarrassing. Why can't we find the others? You killed the guy that we had informing. They're all in oppression. They are now considerably over. They're going to start dropping off the less important control points. So that will mean other factions can swoop in and take their stuff as well.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We might have Brian go and defend interests. This seems like there's someone over here messing with it. That'll make me feel just a little bit better. Can Brian even do? He can't. Defend interests.
Securing our interests.
See, and I do not want you to actually go over there. That's not something I really care about. You assassinate her.
They won't see me.
That's the very big one. Nothing that we really care about. Gulf Cartel. Not the greatest. Energy Independence Initiative. Not particularly anything we're looking for, so we can move on to the next one.
Protecting our interests.
I will help them.
Tunisia? Or Morocco? Whoops. Tunisia's close, I suppose. Anyhow. Pablo still being detained.
Target.
Boom, she's dead, and we got a critical as well.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Which means the Protectorate is now 45 over. But they had to drop about 60 of their control points as well. So next we're going to go for a crackdown mission using Bulo.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
You're not worth it. Stabilized nation though. Okay. Bulo, I want you to come here. Crackdown. 5% chance because they're 10 over. If we were to just go ahead and do
I'm here.
a purge, we would have a 0% chance.
Where do you need me?
So we'll roll for the crackdown.
Going after their people.
Where
We'll
to?
also see if we can't assassinate. We can assassinate you.
Please keep me safe.
You're the one that we have turned.
Tracking target.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Standing by for orders.
I just checked those. They're not going to be anything different. Brian, I want you to do public campaign.
We'll make our appeal.
Laying the groundwork.
And the good thing is we'll have the assassinate mission before we do
Offering assistance.
the crackdown mission. That means we should have a higher % chance. They're now currently under. That's not good.
Target down.
We have a 4% chance, 6% chance, because they are 3 over now.
Opinion is moving in our direction.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We lost their trail.
We're not able to. That is unfortunate. Hopefully, though, yeah, they cracked down everywhere except for China. That should do quite a bit of damage to them.
Where do you need me?
What's the op? Telling our story.
Ready.
Ulo has no chance of doing that. I'm gonna have him come here and investigate.
Ready
And
for
we'll
my
have Yun go and investigate this counselor here.
surveilling target. Offering counsel.
And we're just going to keep this up until we eventually take over China. It's going to take a little bit, but
I have new information.
we have nothing but time. Project Exodus. Yeah, you're just running persuasion. It's all you're doing. Okay, so with the Pluto Papers, Bulo Samuel had been named in a recent leak of confidential financial documents. The documents would number the 10 of millions, purport to expose fraudulent, corrupt, and generally illegal financial behavior by major corporations and government officials worldwide. This has caused a great deal of embarrassment to many important individuals, not least Bulo Samuel, who has been greatly surprised to be included in the papers. So we can either do nothing about it and a great deal of information gets exposed, we can order him to go to ground, which he will be detained for all intents and purposes for 4 vision phases, but they will lose track of his movements. We can use our influence to try and bury the story. We have a 57% chance of succeeding in his loyalty stats, and apparently loyalty would go up by 1. That will cost 8.2 thousand and 81.8, or 8.2 thousand money and 81.8 influence. If it fails, then a lot of information will be exposed and will suffer a public opinion boost, or we could ask that he contribute more to the cause. We pay 32 influence, we get 24,000 money, and his loyalty goes down by 6, and he gains the extorted trait. The extorted trait is pretty bad, however, it costs about 10,000 to get rid of, so if we do this, we get 14,000. But his loyalty to that stat does go down by 6.
Mission in
Samuel currently has a loyalty of 16, and we can easily get that back up. So we're going to go ahead and ask him to contribute more to the cause. If we go and look at the extorted traits, it's a -6 to loyalty. So if we just remove that for 10,000, we have gained 14,000 out of it, and he no longer has that negative.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
we've moved the needle.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We'll just need to have someone go ahead and bring him up a little bit. Kaylee and Gilong were spotted. Augments, you have everything that you could want. We're going to grab another investigation. You're not worth it at all. We don't have any criminal except for Bulo, and he is chock full. 2 and 50. This is 6 and. But there's no point in having more. I mean, he's got enough. Actually, this would be better than the Artemis organization. Could go org management, Bulo, add us on, and remove. This is just better. It doesn't have the 2 influence per month, but it does have 2 more security and 3% more spoils and 30 almost more money. So if we go ahead and sell that, it's only going to cost us 300. So we get a little bit off that, $200 off that. Confirm those changes. And no one else can get the Artemis because it requires criminal. It'd be nice if we could get criminal on a couple other more counselors. Criminal is just so good for getting your command up. Not your command, but your administration up. But, oh well.
Reporting
Back
in.
to our... We're going to have to go in contact and try and get another non-aggression pact.
Establishing contact.
Fight your petty wars if you
Non-aggression pact.
so long as you do not interfere with the great exodus.
Boom. Actually, do you have anything for us? Not really. Orgs. Remus isn't worth it. Helibor's not worth it. You're not worth it either. Neither is you. Okay. Probably overkill, but we kind of want them to like us, so they'll leave us alone. And that way they're not going to be doing this anymore. We're going to lose Jupiter. That is kind of annoying.
The people will come to our side.
Nearly finished with Hydra interrogation, as well as sanction investigations, which will make it easier to do crackdowns, which we are trying to do.
Their hearts and minds.
They'll be finished. Both of these will be finished at the beginning of next turn. The United States of North America will be finished in March. Steel Project. Don't have anyone. Why have you not gotten more counselors? Oh, because you don't have any influence. Holy cow. So in Terra Invicta, you're not able to kill off a faction. You have a base influence gain from your faction itself. So public opinion gives you some 0.65. If we go here to monthly ledger, that's right here. Humanity First HQ gives me 19.9. That's going to be from public opinion. So they get a little bit no matter what. And especially because I'm not killing off the last counselor, because if I do that, I don't have a rat in them. They are gaining slight amounts of 0.97 per day. I believe this might be per month. There's no way it's per month. This is per day. So eventually they will gain enough, 60, remember, or 30 for some of them. But in a month or so, they will be able to get another counselor. But until then, they are not going to be able to do really anything, except for running up campaigns. So what we're going to try and do, if we do this, we have a 30%, sorry, a 30 over here, I guess a 44.5. And they won't be able to do a defend interests. When does this end? This will end June of 31. That's not good. That means they'll have definitely have enough for another counselor at least by then. Your crackdown will be a 4%.
What's
So
the
we will have you sabotage one of their projects. Why not? We don't have anything else we can do at the moment. And we're just going to keep kicking the Protectorate until you're able to get in.
Support. They won't know
We're going to get rid of they're almost finished rail cannon too. That is a huge blow to them. We finished Hydra interrogation. So now we're going to interrogate the captive Hydra.
Colonel, our interrogation has extracted a great deal of information from our captive.
So we found out that one, they've come here to enslave the inhabitants of Earth for battle thralls. The salamanders and griffins are two of those same species. Two of the species that they have done that for. Two, they've arrived in the solar system less than 1 year before first contact, using an end of the wormhole. 3, the wormhole requires a vast amount of energy to create and maintain, and can only emit small amounts of mass for a designated period. 4, the invasion force is relatively small, no more than 500 Hydras. 5, they appear extremely unified in viewpoint and outlook, so we can't do a divide and conquer type of deal, and they're going to continue the interrogation once he regains consciousness. So clearly, he did not offer this up willingly. Yeah, under persuasion. So now we need to complete their weakness project, which becomes available. And before we do that, we're going to go for solar streamers. We finished sanctioned investigations, which is the +3 to our crackdowns. We could go for maximum effort. There's one in here somewhere that is a increase to our purge as well, I believe. We'll need operation centers soon. We'll go for maximum effort, or yeah, +4 to purge right here. Actually, very cheap too, but I believe that's more about us as humanity first than anything. So he's over here running a public campaign with a 96% chance to get a success.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've got their purpose.
Is moving in our direction. The people will come to our side.
Oh, I don't want that. I want this one. Their purpose is not their weakness. This is just an update and intelligence estimates. Here's their weakness. Strategic deception is very good. This will increase the amount of space presence we can. That's MC, before the aliens get mad. Remember, the hate cap from that is just a base. So once you get over it, they can't go below that. It does not add on top of whatever you have. It's just, say if I go over the cap, it gives 30 hate, and they can't go below that hate level anymore. It does not add 30 hate to it. However, if you want to stay under that radar, you do need to update that eventually, because we don't want to go all out war yet. That would be catastrophic. Siyun, don't want you to do anything yet. We're going to talk to the Academy, see if I can't get a non-aggression pact out of them. Oh, it's just 95. You're more for the not money things. You're more of the not money. Same with all of you. I don't have any. Here we do. 37. We need to get another administration on you, though, if we want to do that. So we'll do this, see if you can't get that non-aggression pact.
Initiating contact.
Your petty acts of violence are of no consequence.
Reusable rockets. No. Ooh, that is enough. Fantastic. Not using that anyways, so let me get it out of my hair. Dividend payout, we got some money. I didn't actually look at
Winning their hearts and minds.
how much money that was. Over in Switzerland. Oh, that's just where she is. Never mind.
Mission.
I thought that was saying that the dividends
I
were
will
in
report
Switzerland.
when my mission is complete.
Oh ho ho! We now have 21% here. Space commerce is what they're going for. We did get the Helicon drive unlocked. The only problem is that since we were not the ones that finished this, we are not going to get a better unlock chance. But they're going for space commerce. Space commerce will open up these here, civilian quantum computing, which is alright. It's a plus bonus to some of your, I believe your wealth, not your welfare, but your economy. And then commercial mining companies it's not great really. It's a plus bonus to boost, which could be good, but the afterwards is you get another one that's a repeatable, that's just opens up more organizations. And they're not really great. But the resident module is the tier 2 residence, which is pretty good. It gives a malice to any sort of takeover action. It also counts as an atrocity if the human AI destroyed the station. Space traffic control, I believe, decreases the amount of MC habitats cost. I'm 90% sure. Algorithmic extraction management is a plus bonus to output of one of these resources. I can't remember. I think it was renamed. Slag valorization is the same. Plasma extraction techniques is the same. So just a plus 15% output to certain mining for each individual. So it's good, but not a priority right now. Ryan got spotted, and Kaylee got spotted.
Standing by for orders.
No one that we want to assassinate. I realize that. Bulo, your crackdown is now at 6%.
Where do you need me?
And our purge is now at still 0%. Oh, because we have not actually finished this one yet. Derp. Though it does say that we can hostile takeover. Are there any that are good? No, not really. You're okay. Two science and 26 research. This is resistance though, so not worth. This one's pretty good, 5 and 62. The only problem is that these ones all have a pretty big defense. Yeah, 17 defense for all those. Okay, nothing that we can do on that. So we'll have you sabotage a project? Not really, we don't care. We'll have you investigate this counselor here. We'll see if we can't find our resistance counselor.
I will help them.
Increasing our defenses to being influenced by alien parasites, that will be important.
We've got some intel on our target.
As part of Exodus,
I will report when my mission is complete.
Public sentiment is
73%.
increasingly with us.
For whatever reason, this is still going
We are
down.
winning their
I'm gonna
hearts
sit
and minds.
at 2.4. How great.
We've moved the needle.
Solar Streamers has been finished. That means the launch window has been increased. We're going to go for Strategic Deception. Still working on United North America. That will be finished March 6th still. Same as Prescription. Strategic Deception will not be finished until November.
Your orders? Investigating alien site.
Ever investigates aliens, and then we'll go espionage? No, you're done with espionage. You don't need that anymore. Affluent is not worth. Connected isn't worth. We're going to go ahead and just grab an administration. And then start our next turn.
Offering support.
We're going to wait till we get strategic deception before we do any more space stuff. Ooh, that's not good. Aliens are attacking Foxtrot 1. Well, this is good. If we destroy them, which I think that we will. I don't know what they all are. So your laser cannon, so not PD, your laser cannon, laser battery, no PD. And then you do have some PD and some more laser cannons. So whenever we destroy alien ships, if they attack first, we do not accrue more hate. So this is actually pretty good. And we have a torpedo bay, torpedoes, and then laser turrets. So this javelin is going to be useless because they don't have anything. They don't have any torpedoes, so there's nothing for it to shoot down. So we'll engage. Actually, we probably should auto-resolved, and we'll see what we got. I keep forgetting that we have that. We'll do a tight line. Then we'll target the battle cruiser first because it has PD. Because our ships here, there are torpedoes, which are on missile attack mode, salvo fire, idle, focus fire. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. This is new. They used to not have this. It used to only be focus fire. Okay. But they have a range of 1,000 kilometers. And we start further back. So this is going to be at 1,300 kilometers. You're actually... I mean, you're just kind of... You're bait, I'll be honest with you, buddy. So we might have you go a little bit faster. And hopefully they'll shoot at you first. But we're going to fire our salvos off at the Renegade. And once I feel like we've launched enough, we're going to switch targets. So the Auspicious Wind here is a flanker. We're going to swap targets now. And you're going to shoot at Summit Wind, and you're going to shoot at the Auspicious Wind. And then we're going to go back to the Renegade. Because this PD is kind of destroying us. We weren't able to kill the Auspicious Wind. That's unfortunate. So yeah, it looks like we lost this. Yeah, they destroyed all of that. Oh, unfortunate. But it did lower down... I wish you wouldn't do that. It did lower our hate. So they're probably going... They might destroy this. I'm really not sure. So we're going to go ahead and save this template. And we'll just rebuild it if they do destroy it. They shouldn't because their hate is so low. But I'm really not sure. Boom, there's a Helicon drive.
We've moved the needle.
This did allow us to make more ships because we lost some of them. So, small mercies. We're going to go ahead and... Oop. That's not the one I wanted. We're going to go ship construction and build some more. Not at Hecla though, because Hecla only has a space dock. We'll do something like that. Actually, we'll go ahead and cancel you and put another javelin in here. Then Hecla we're going to upgrade because they're not destroying it. Hecla, do we have enough to upgrade? We don't really, do we? If we do space science, we place that. Where is my solar array? Space science. Then you will have enough. So we'll do that then.
Acknowledged.
Ziyun, we're gonna go ahead and not investigate you. It is not worth. We'll investigate
We'll
you.
see what they're up to.
We do want to go and poke the aliens a bit more now that we have that down. We'll actually have a much better time doing that. Gaolang, or Gilang. We're going to grab an administration on you because you don't have near enough. We're going to look around Earth. Aliens. And see if there's any weak targets. This one could be. This is the one that we just fought. No, it's not. You're in low Earth orbit. What is our Foxtrot 3? You're not gonna be able to do anything to them. Okay. So we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we need to build a lot more ships. We got United States of North America. That's fantastic. We're going to go for the Helicon drive. And we're going to... So, for unifying nations, you need to have several things. So if we go here to policies, and you can federate with Canada. So what you need to do is federate first. Actually, if we go here, you can see easier. So if you mouse over, if you go to your nation, you click on this button here, it's going to be the emblem for whatever faction you are. If you click on that, you can see all the countries that are owned by which faction. If you mouse over one of these, you can see what you can do. So this is the requirements to change it to normal. It ends their alliance. We're able to do that. Pass, whatever. From here, you can see how to progress your alliance. Right now, we can form the Federation because neither of us are in a Federation. We are allies. One nation must have a claim on any of the other nations' regions. That's the research we just did. We got that. Both nations must have their executive faction controlled by the same power, and neither nation can be a breakaway. Now, to unify, they have to be in the Federation for a certain cooldown, and the faction could take control of a nation must have all of the control points in that nation. I don't have to have all of the control points in my nation. So let's say the Resistance controls the corporations here. I can still control Canada because I control all theirs. However, if the Resistance owned this mass media point, I'm not able to do that. So, but the next turn, which will be pretty soon, not really, it's third, but next turn we will start that federation process. As you can see, we now have claims on all of these regions. The green means that we can peacefully claim it. If it were red, it would mean that we would have to go to war to claim it.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public opinion is moving in our direction. We've moved the needle.
27% public support in China. We now have more than the initiative. Even with the resistance though, which is kind of annoying. So if we were to go here to Bulo and do a crackdown mission, we now have a 16% chance. And that is one that I will actually take. For purging, we do not have any percent chance still. Stealer Project, no one. Activity in Kano. That's probably where this uniform that we have spotted is. Ziyun. Don't need that on her. Energy Independence Initiative would give 2 science and another engineering project. She already has 3. We give her advise, but she already has from Kappa Intelligence. But she doesn't need any more security. They're just not worth it. She has 22. Almost nothing is going to affect her. And with these augments here from cybernetics, she gets situational bonuses to that as well. So I think we might go for it. Be another 1-2 hour control point cap,
Offering counsel.
which will help us taking over China as well, and not immediately hating ourselves for it. But we'll also be able to get a lot of it back whenever we can join these two. It will not happen in the Federation, but whenever we unify them, all of these control points will effectively not be in our pocket. So we'll get, what's that, 48 back, and this might grow by 1, maybe. So the debris from the recent battles and weapons tests in the Earth orbit is about to strike Hecla Station. The debris cloud is spread out in a wide pattern, putting on a course to hit locations all over Hecla Station. While the individual pieces of debris are small, each retains the potential to destroy valuable equipment and modules. Installing defensive modules or stationing warships here can prevent this from happening in the future. Well, I did have warships stationed here, but whatever. We get more casualties of war. 50% for broad spread, which is up to 4 modules to be destroyed. 50% for random sector, up to 2 modules, and the debris in the orbit will be increased by 1. Order personnel on double shifts to assess and prevent further damage. It will be 2,000 money, but we can get 3 modules of Hecla Station. Only up to 3 will be destroyed, and if we improvise armor, which that's if they have a material for science research center, then only 2 will be destroyed. So we'll pay the 2,000. Solar array is destroyed, and that's it. That's really not bad. We go to Hecla Station. Rebuild all. That'll be done before everything else will be anyways. Someone's still over here fighting you for this, I feel.
Targets lost.
That's unfortunate. We'll have you two again.
Here's what we've found.
That's rising to a 3.3. This is still at a 5. Ziyun. They still don't have anyone. In fact, what we could do is we could detain him, which will give us a boost as well, because they won't be able to. He won't have this. So we might do that and it'll give a boost to his mission. 15% chance for that.
Lending my expertise.
Exodus is reaching out to us. They want the door. No, that is useless. You have any good orgs? Not particularly. These ones are your best, probably. I don't really care for them, though. If you had something that gave me administration, that would be nice, but you don't. Okay. Are you low on anything? Not really. We'll give you some money. They'd like us a little bit more, less willing to mess with us. 14% chance. Protectorate is way over, especially now. Which means that we now have a 30% chance, 25% chance.
Our case remains unheard.
30% chance now. Greater United North America, that will allow us to get Mexico and all of Central America.
They slipped away from us.
We just barely didn't make that. 31.6 rolled a 31.8. Very unfortunate. +4 to our purge missions. Anything that we particularly want? We do want, if we're working on the Helicon drive already. Institutional bastions isn't really anything. Executive privilege is not. We'll go for their weakness. We do have one already, strategic deception, so we'll not go for that. We'll grab the marine assault units. It's a nice cheap one anyways. No one else can grab any.
Standing by.
We're gonna have you go and detain him one more time.
Eyes on target.
Hopefully we will be able to get it this time. Oh yes, we will. It's cracked down. That is great news.
Offering assistance. Got the
95% chance. If we don't get it, I'm going to be
Public
very
sentiment is
sad.
increasingly with us.
Everyone else is running for it. We conducted a successful crackdown. Thank gosh. What?
People will come to our side.
Huh? Oh, it was... We did a crackdown mission. No! Okay. So hopefully no one will take it. And then we will have
We'll be ready for new
Shiyun.
orders.
Oh wow, a coup. Holy crap. I did not expect that. Helicon drive has been unlocked. We're going to go for... we'll go for... We don't need Central American Confederation because we got it with United States of North America. Radiator, moderate, so we'll get rid of you. Ionic dust is very low. Tin droplet. We'll go for 10 droplet, so we'll get rid of these two. And just work on that slowly over time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run a ton of missions for Control Nation.
Ready for orders.
Control Nation.
Control. Ready for my mission.
Where to?
You don't have any chance really, but
We'll
we'll
be running this place in no time.
try.
At your service.
Reporting in.
This is Pablo. Actually, we're going to go ahead.
Eyes on target.
Detain,
Ready for my mission.
and not you. Oh, we do have... This is Exodus. We have a non-aggression pact with them? We do. So if we do anything with them, it will get rid of that non-aggression pact. That is quite annoying,
Breaching lab security.
but we'll run that. Is there anything here that would give a significant amount of persuasion? Not really. Is there anything here that we can shift around that would give persuasion to Brian? Also, not really. Children of the Cog would, but that's on Elong, and we don't want to remove that. So that's unfortunate, but we should be able to get one, if not two, and that's going to be a lot better of a position than we were in to begin with.
We've hacked their research data.
Approved rail cannon. Gone. Our counselor is no longer in custody. The servant one is. We got a ship. We'll join Foxtrot 9. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. So we'll have... Are they all on Foxtrot 3? Okay, sweet. So these I would be confident in sending out. Because that's 3 torpedoes. Well, actually 1, 2, 3, 4 torpedoes and a PD. Dividends, we got $2,500 from that.
We've got our
Mission control, boom. Repeat.
Our supporters are in.
Oh, we ran it! We had a 10%, we rolled a 2. Holy cow. So that is fantastic. Repeat. We might have him not repeat, we'll see. But they weren't able to get any. Holy cow. At least not yet. Kaylee, we want you to go ahead and grab a security. Counselor won't do anything. Agitator's not worth. We'll grab a security on you. No one else can grab any augment point, or not, yeah, augment points. And these two here are not really worth it. In a bit, we're going to want to start grabbing the organizations that give a bonus to research, not research, but mining, but that will be after we get this done. I'll have you investigate Ziyun. We're going to have you... The only problem is that you have untouchable, which is kind of fairly annoying. You don't have any good orcs though anymore. That might be because you're detained. But we're just not going to. We will investigate you.
Initiating
See if we can't find any more servant counselors that we can mess with.
Offering counsel.
Oop. Repeat. Close. Okay. We are going to go and have Foxtrot 3 transfer out Victor 6 and Victor 13. We're going to have them go out to Victor 13. And engage. The new thing now is the auto-resolve. If you go auto-resolve, you can reject or accept that depending on what you want. This means that they are empty, they don't have anything, and this means he took some damage, but not enough to stop him. But we did destroy the destroyer and the corvette over here, and we're going to go ahead and accept that. We gained 0.23 exotics, 2 noble metals, 1.5 base metals, and 8.2 exotics, volatiles. We also got some officers promoted, a damage control officer, commanding officer, first officer, and a fire control officer. So we'll look at those in a bit. One of them on the Doru, and all the other 3 on the Pulwar. I'm not sure what the criteria is. It's just like a base chance, because I know you can upgrade the chance for that. But I don't know if there's they have to do something. So if the Pulwar got 3 kills and that's why they got this, I'm really not sure. But we'll close that, and we did complete one of our missions, which was to destroy an alien alien spacecraft. So we found a lot of materials that defy easy categorization, something that is not only countless steps beyond our own technology, but profoundly different from it. Something perhaps that would not exist in our solar system had these beings not brought it here. If we understand it, the potential is beyond words. We've recovered alien technology, we've retrieved a veritable treasure trove of extraterrestrial technology, a raft of inscrutable machines whose even basic function currently eludes us, metals whose very structure is wildly unfamiliar, even screws and bolts with almost preposterous tensile strength. To call us a motherlode would be an understatement of the millennium. You have so much to learn from the very fragments of this hull, for it surely represents the technological apex of a species that has somehow found a way to travel from the far distant world to ours.
We've defeated the aliens in the field.
We completed the salvage alien technology objective. Well, we did it. We took on the aliens on the field of battle and won, and we've earned the spoils. Working examples of alien technology, if things weren't so dire, we'd be celebrating. Actually, the science teams are celebrating anyways. Never seen these guys so excited. I feel like slapping them down and reminding them just how many lives these shiny toys cost us, but I suppose there's no point. The stuff we got in the labs is beyond anything that's ever been produced on Earth. Any R&D company would kill for the stuff, or would kill for just a sniff. If we were in the business of making money, we'd be set for life, but we're not. We're fighting for humanity and for Earth, and this stuff only matters if it can help with that. There's a long road ahead, but we're one step further along it. I cannot speak today, holy cow. So now we can research the alien technology when it becomes available. We've recovered an avian alien corpse. We've successfully retrieved the body of one of the creatures we have nicknamed Griffins. How it survived the battle, I'm not entirely sure because of some pretty heavy explosives, but we have one nonetheless. The preliminary assessment confirms that it's an entirely different species to the aliens first encountered on Earth, as different from them as we humans are from, say, a dragonfly. Indeed, so thin and hollow are the aliens' bones that it seems unlikely it will even have originated from the same planet as the other aliens. Most likely it hails from a far lower gravity environment, which could also explain how rarely this particular species has been sighted on Earth. While the bone structure arguably invites comparison to avian life to our own world, hence the designation Griffin, the similarities end there. This creature is, in every sense of the word, alien. We got 500 influence for defeating the aliens, so I wonder if we're the first ones to defeat the aliens. Surely not. Anyhow, we got 500 influence from that, and we've shown the world that they are not invulnerable. We're going to have them come back to Denali Station, and they're going to go ahead and begin repairs and refuel. They did put our hate back up, but we should be fine.
Person of interest surveilled.
We have not done anything with Canada and United States. That is unfortunate. I meant to start that 2 turns ago, actually. Academy. Pablo is no longer under custody, which is fine. Advanced Marine Assault Units. It's pretty good. We're gonna go for we'll go for research campuses, right? And here's the commercial rocket companies I was talking about. It's just a new organization. Actually, let me look at... We finished the Helicon drive. When did we do that? Okay, we're going to look at what the Helicon drive takes, and we might go from there. Ship designer, drives over here, teardrop, pulsar, advanced, Nerva, Helicon right here. This wants... Oh, okay, molten core or solid core. So we'll probably go for the molten core or gas core. Gas core would work too. So if we look at the Sentinel class here, the Sentinel has 5 KPS. We just swap that out with the Helicon, it jumps up to 100 KPS. And that's, I mean, if we drop this down, it costs significantly less now. 1 tank gets us 8 KPS, 2 would get 16, that's way more than we need, and it's significantly cheaper than anything we're producing. So this will be for, so clear designer, for our larger ones. We don't have any right now, we just have the monitor, but once we get larger ships, that will be something we're going for. Why are we, oh, we need a new, right. So we're going to go ahead and get the gas core fission reactor too. Make that just a little bit better, more efficient, lighter, etc. 75% chance and a 10% chance to get control points in China.
Progress.
We are going to be significantly over our cap.
Our presence is growing.
That is because I am a goofy goober and did not
Still lack support.
plan this properly, but half the control points is very, very fine.
Never forget that the true power in any kingdom is not the man on the throne, but instead those who quietly stand at his shoulders. Commander Fiona Ayawade, Data in the Shadow of War.
We finished mission to Jupiter. That is going to, most importantly, give us 6 more mining habitat mining module. Holy cow, limits. And we will also be able to launch probes into the Jovian subsystem, which we're not going to go into yet because the aliens don't like us going out that far. However, we are going to go for molecular assemblers, I believe. Actually, no, we're going to go for visible combat lasers. So what we want to get is arc lasers, because ultraviolet arc lasers are the best laser out there, and we are going to want to grab those eventually, because they cannot be shut down. And once you get to, again, the ultraviolet arc lasers, they have such a long range that it really doesn't matter too much. Because the big downside of lasers is the fact that once you get out to a certain range, they're basically useless, because the effective armor of a ship is increased by about 500%. Set national policy.
On my way to the capital.
Bulo, we're going to have you grab another investigation so that you're able to easily pick out aliens. Nothing that we want to grab here. Events. Research alien technology. Actually, what we probably should research next is going to be the control point cap upgrade.
Surveillance complete.
So after we do fission, gas core fission reactor, then we'll be able to pick that
People
up.
will come to our side.
We're winning their hearts and minds. Policy direction complete.
We're going to federate with Canada. And then January 27th of 32, we'll be able to unify them. Foxtrot 3. And you. They're going to get there June 10th at 10:32, so in 47 minutes. We're not going to be able to do anything about that. That is incredibly unfortunate. What if we transfer to, where are they going? Where the Chokai station? We'll get there in 0.09 hours. So we'll launch, and hopefully we'll be able to get there in time. They've arrived. We should be able to stop them. Oh, okay, we were not able to. Select Foxtrot, and we'll just go ahead and murder them. I probably should have seen what we may break our fleet into small groups and circle the enemy, forcing them to fight one another. The Doru, you have Artemis torpedoes, you have cannons. Pursuit, the chief of acceleration, to learn how the chase will play out. If one fleet can significantly out-accelerate its opponent, it can force the engagement or dodge it for little delta V. Two fleets with similar accelerations will engage in a slow stern chase, potentially spending a great deal of DV to resolve if both sides commit to spending it. The pursuit ends when the chasing fleet closes the distance of 200 times the maximum weapons targeting range of any ship in either fleet, so 200,000 kilometers, or if the invading fleet extends the distance between the two fleets by the same amount. In some cases, the pursuing fleet may be able to break up in order to force combat. It will occur if some faces can fetch the fleet, or the fleet is large enough to be able to surround the enemy fleet. So, we'll go for it. Auto-resolve. Destroyed him pretty easily. Got a little bit out of that. We're going to launch to Hecla Station. Yeah, we'll go to Hecla Station, why not? That means we do need to go ahead and replace an orbital, lower to orbit 2. We'll manage. I really don't know what was on Chikoi. So we're going to go and look at what we're missing the most, which is life science and a little bit of military. La Plata. I need to start naming these, something that I can actually use. So climate will give 10% life, and will also increase the 6% for the environment priority, which is not something that we're currently using. Life will be 6% to welfare, so we're going to go for that. We'll do a layer defense array, life, life. We'll do 5 there, because that's going to be the max. And then we'll go ahead and put down solar array. That's going to be 62. You're going to be 40. You'll be 80. You're going to be 30. You're 20. So if we do another solar array, we can do one of these and have plenty left over. Or we could do the farm instead. I think we're going to do that. It'll lower down the cost of water and volatiles. We're going to see the Theodosia Station. We'll transfer out and we'll just destroy the protectorate stations. Engage, auto resolve, accept. Continue, select Foxtrot 3. They don't have anything that would make this a pain if we destroy it, so we're going to go ahead and destroy their station. And then transfer them to whichever one is closest, which is Denali. And then we're going to do the same thing with Theodosis. And we'll just teach him what's up. Engage, auto-resolve, accept, select, destroy hab, and then bring them to Hecla Station. Oh, I did say that we were going to look at those officers, didn't I? We did not get any officers during the Protectorate fights, but if we go here to Humanity First, the Pulwar got 3, the Commanding Officer, which gives a -1 to the mission control cost to a minimum of 1. The First Officer is a 100% increase to the officer promotion chance, and a 3% chance to overcoming enemy and electronic countermeasures. And the Fire Control Officer increases the chance missile systems will overcome enemy ECM by 10%, and increases the explosive, penetrator, and fragmentation missile defense by 10%. Very good, seeing as we are only using missiles. And then the Doru had the Damage Control Officer, which increases the rate at which damage control teams fix ships, systems, and modules by 10%, and it modifies internal damage taken by ships by 5%. I believe negative, so it's reducing it by 5%, that's what it's supposed to say. And again, these 3, the Nimsha did. We got the CIC Officer, which increases the ship's ECM value by 5%, and reduces the cooldown of point defense weapons by 5%, which is pretty good. I might have him transferred over to the mortar, because this is actually point defense. So if you go to your ships, you can transfer officers. So we're going to transfer the CIC over to the Javelin class. I don't know why I'm not able to do that. Requires a minimum of 20 crew. Interesting. I assume the Javelin class escort does not have 20 crew. That's going to be you. No, that's the Nimja. Artemis, right here. You have a crew of 15. You have a crew of 22. Okay. So, never mind then. We will not be transferring the officer over. That is highly unfortunate, seeing as you don't have any wind events to actually be of use. Okay.
Tracking target.
We destroyed the aliens.
Council.
We got that done, and we also destroyed the Protectorate, which is very, very good. We just need to wait for our date to bubble down.
Surveillance complete.
And for what I was saying earlier, yes, that is what that is. We found an initiative counselor, which don't care about
I have
anymore
new
because they don't
information.
have anyone in China.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Mexico's up at 57%, and China's at 30%.
Increasingly with us.
We're putting nearly 6 points of investment into Unity, so we'll get 3 completions every month. And we're getting almost 13 from welfare, which is fantastic, because we need to drop this down significantly. They're going to be sitting at 3. Most of that is from Anocracy. Actually, all of that is from Anocracy. I said at 3.03, but we should be able to fix that again with the welfare. Bulo. Investigate this guy.
Eyes on target.
Where do you need me?
See you, and I guess just keep doing that. Why not? Nothing that we really want out of these. We finished gas core fission reactor 2. We're gonna go and work on fleet combatants, or do we want to go? Don't really care about infrared. We'll work on Marine Platoon barracks, because eventually we'll need to put those down. Offensive maneuvers by the 77th Army Group have seized several intact Irish. Didn't realize that we were at war with them. Okay, Irish military supply depots. As luck would have it, the fuel, munitions, batteries, and other supplies within are largely compatible with the equipment used by China's armed forces. While Chinese troops are currently helping themselves to some of the free gear on offer, local commanders have requested orders on what to do with the rest of it. We can use the supplies to replenish the 77th Group's Army's fighting strength. Currently at 99%, so not worth. We can, we'll repair 20% of its current strength, so not worth. We can order the supplies transported home to augment our stockpiles. We'll gain 20 military priorities, and we can have the supplies covertly diverted to our faction's own purposes. We'll gain 65 ops. So that's not really worth it either, because I've got plenty of ops. So we're going to go ahead and get 20 military priorities,
Offering support.
which increased this by 0.029. Maybe decreases a little bit. No, actually it does not. Huh. Military priorities used to decrease your unrest. That's climbing to a 7.1 though. Holy. Actually, we're going to have you come back, because I really don't care about Ireland.
We've got some intel on our target.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
The only annoyance is that because I don't control the executive position, I can't do anything to stop that war. But it does look like these guys are coming back. Granted, that's at 50% strength, so it's not like he can do anything anyways. Finish Marine Platoon Barracks. this is what I was talking about earlier. We can increase the chance that an officer will spawn or promote. I've never actually seen a promotion. I don't know if it's the same thing, as in you get a new commit officer, or if they can become a better officer. I'm really not sure. Listening post, targeting computer. We'll grab targeting computer. We're already having trouble with alien ECM.
Where to?
Who is investigating? We're going to go ahead and investigate you. Interesting. So they've gotten several counselors now. We went to this one. They've got 3 counselors.
Lending my expertise.
I don't know why I'm having them investigate her, actually. I already know everything about her. Whoops. That was a little bit stupid, but aren't we all?
Person of interest surveilled.
We're going to go ahead and grab another administration for you. 3 and 32, you're 2 and 10. 1 and 36. 2 and 25. I don't really need any more material science boost. Well, you only have 44%. Not what I wanted. If I were to remove you, only thing I'm really missing is the extra engineering project. So we'll wait till the end. Have you transfer to Foxtrot 3? Oh, you're up at Denali, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have you actually merge all fleets. Boom. We got Foxtrot 15 with 2 point defense and an Artemis. And then we have Foxtrot 3, who has 4 Artemises, 5 Artemises, and a point defense. Not what I wanted. Ship construction. We're gonna put 3 more. And 1 more.
We've moved the needle.
That'll be a pretty good rounding out.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
And we should be able to January 27th, not July. Holy cow. We finished strategic deception. This means that we're going to go for... We'll go for alien technology first. Then we'll do their weakness. Finish targeting computer. That's going to unlock the ability to do targeting computer 2. We'll grab Bootstrap. Space flight flow programs that will increase boost by 50%. We're only getting 0.9 per day, so that is something that we'll need. Then we'll have you investigate that counselor there. And Zeon, we're going to have you go ahead and assassinate.
They
Her.
won't see me coming.
Ryan, we will grab a throw a persuasion on you. Because we had a point where that was a problem. Well, we do need to upgrade, or sorry, loyalty, Bulo. That is something that needs to be done. Purged. Fantastic. So we need to figure out who actually has the mission for that. Not you. Inspire Gilong. And that is it. We should hope that they're not coming after us. Target computer 2. That is slightly annoying, but not the end of the world. In fact,
Where to?
it wouldn't be worth. It's not worth, because that's gonna put us more over. 40 over. Not worth. Shiyun, what do we want you to do? We'll investigate the crash site.
Lending my expertise.
We've got some intel on our target.
From the Academy. Not something we particularly care about.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We've moved the needle.
China, we're at 47%.
We found something.
We do not need any more armies or navies with them. It's simply not something that we need. But whatever. Investigate.
Investigating target.
Bulo.
Standing by for orders.
Investigate. This is probably the alien, but we will need to do something with it anyway soon. Gelang will have you grab another administration, which is wholly not worth it.
Offering support. Surveillance complete.
Academy.
I have new information.
The Uniform Alpha 11 Bootstrap spaceflight program increased our boost priority by 50%. We're going to go for Operations Center.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
66% public opinion in Mexico.
We hold no sway in their minds. We'll be ready for new orders soon.
I do want to go ahead and check tech tree, full search for covert. This is not the one I'm thinking of. Research, not research. At covert operations, maybe I need to go. Holy cow, I can't click on the right thing. For the full tech tree. Yeah, here we are. Covert operations. I need quantum encryption for that, which I need quantum computing for. Okay. We'll set you as a research target. Covert operations will allow us to get another counselor, which is why they're so good. Actually, what we can do is we can go here, and we can go ahead and grab Lair Defense Array. Where are you? I don't have them unlocked yet, maybe? Here we are, Marine Platoon Barracks. We'll upgrade that later. A farm. We want a nano factory. Do you build stuff? Can't remember if you... Yeah, you have to be. Not Skunkworks. Fission reactor. I don't have it unlocked yet. Oof. Okay, what I was going to do was put down an administration tower, because that will also increase my control point cap. It will also increase my outputs from whatever I have it on. So if I have it on a space station that has a bunch of research, then it'll be like I think a 5% increase to research. Okay, I do need to go and grab this though. It is something I definitely need to do. I don't want to let the executives slip through my hands.
Reporting in.
Gelong, you just +1. Really not worth it at this point. Ziyun. Investigate. You're probably another alien, but we'll have you investigate them anyways.
Ready for my mission.
Brian, I'm gonna have you defend interests
Securing our
here,
control. Protecting our interests.
and then we'll have him go and defend interests in Canada as well.
Ready for your orders.
Marine Company Barracks is good. That's gonna be the tier 2 version of the
I have new
Marine
information.
Platoon Barracks. Yeah, well,
Wrapping up here.
yeah, it was an alien.
Our support.
Controlled, got a control point in China. Now we are way over cap. But we did get the executive control point, which is very good. I want to see if we can't unrival Taiwan. Oh, because they're a breakaway. That's kind of annoying.
What's the op?
Yeah. Brian. Defend interests in Canada.
Securing our interests.
Gelong.
I'm here.
Continue doing
Work in the
campaigns. And there's nothing that we have. Oh, we can. Forgot about this. It's not going to be a whole lot, but it will be some. Mongolia. So now we're only 70 over the cap. Sorry, 60 over the cap. Yeah, that's just about it. Okay. So slightly better than it was before. I actually kind of want to see
What's the op?
if we were to go ahead and do a crackdown on ourselves. Oh, we can't. Duh. Is there a way that you can see the negative modifier? Not really, huh? That's kind of annoying. You used to be able to mouse over yourself and see what the chances were for a crackdown on your nation. But no longer. Oh well.
Ready to go.
We don't really need you doing that anymore. You know who it is. You're new. Have not seen you before. We'll investigate. I don't know who they're detained by, actually. Detained by the Protectorate. Interesting. Well, nice, that thing's easy. You're in... I don't know where you are. You're Foxtrot 20. Who's at Hecla? So is Foxtrot 3. You're going to be Foxtrot 22. No, you're Foxtrot 21 at Denali. So is 15. Yeah, it's at Denali, so 15. 15. Now we have two very strong fleets at both those stations. Do I have any more construction? I do. I've got a javelin at Denali.
Surveillance complete.
Person of interest surveyed. Public opinion is moving in our direction.
This has been quite a long episode, but we're going to wait until we unify the United States of North America before I end it.
One of those rocks has our name on it by this time next year. We might as well give up now. Chairman Soren van Rijk.
We have finished space commerce and has automatically selected self-repairing software on our way to covert operations. We already have commercial mining companies unlocked, so that means we're going to be able to do civilian quantum computing. And self-repairing software is going to open up autonomous research groups, which is pretty good. Improve terminal guidance systems, which I don't know what that one is, it's new. And rapid shipbuilding is pretty good. DNA repairs, improved terminal guidance systems, like I said, and improved ECM. So very, very good, and a good stepping point onto something else. Initiative has just pumped out a bunch of ships all around. This is by Luna. That's an asteroid. And this is low Earth orbit. I don't think that we are in conflict with them. No, they're in tolerance, so that should be fine. Right now our relations are intelligence sharing with resistance, tolerance, war with servants, war with protectorates, tolerance non-aggression with Academy, and non-aggression with Project Exodus. So we're doing pretty good, resources are looking pretty fine. We have the best out of everyone in almost basically every category, actually in every category, so that is very good. Well, we might be losing out on engineering projects. That is very true. That is a ton of engineering projects.
Ready
Game
for
first.
orders.
Yilong was spotted, and Yilong was spotted, so we're going to send him to ground. Just in case someone tries something.
Hunkering
We'll
down.
have Brian
Ready
come
to
here
go.
and defend interests.
Securing our control.
I'm here.
You're no longer tied down, and you're just a persuasion guy. %5 bonus space mining, might as well.
Mission in progress.
Rich pockets on Olympus base. Olympus base is on Ceres, and they produce 101 water, 30 volatiles, and 0.05 fissiles per month, and we are getting 2 months of these, so that's pretty good.
Securing our interests.
Offering
All of the
support.
interests are secured. It is important to note that the more control points you have on a country, the shorter this defend interests will
We've
last.
got some intel on our target.
So,
We've got some intel
if we were to only have one here on the United States of America, then it would last. I don't know if what the math is behind it, but it will last significantly longer. I don't think it's a direct 1-to-1 ratio. So if you have 6 versus 1, it's 6 times shorter. I highly doubt that, but it is something to note. Lost control points. Oh no, we lost a golden control point. Hopefully that will be able to, burn their anger. Great, we're way over. That's not something I care about at all. We'll just put you on sustain. You can found a space program. And then we're going to go ahead and abandon. Because they're not worth a whole lot, but that's 21 control points I really don't care about. But at least we're no longer at war. Brian, we'll have you go ahead and increase public supports in Mexico.
Acknowledged.
I'm interested to see what the end of that war did, if anything. I'm gonna be at 6.1 now. Our armies will be back, that'll be nice. Armies will reduce unrest, and it will increase our investment points that we have. China is nearly on par with American armies.
Please keep me safe.
We're gonna have him come and inspire Bulo.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Bulo, we will give another investigation.
I will help them.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Gas Core Fission Reactor 3, that's the one we're using with the Helicon. So we want to
Person of
upgrade that one.
interest surveilled.
I have new information.
The people will come to our side.
Protectorate is at war, apparently, with the servants, which is kind of funny, since they're supposed to be kind of on the same side. We lost the control points in Mongolia. Oh no, whatever shall we do? And we're just going to try and lie low. We don't want to fight the aliens a whole lot. That is not great. Brian got a declining trait because he's getting on in age. Brian is 74, so it makes sense. Declining, he takes 100% more XP, -1 investigation, and -1 command. That is a significant blow. He's been with us the entire time, and he is a pretty dang high administration. But if we were to go to augment him, it's now going to cost 40 instead of 20. So we need to start looking for a new counselor. And we don't really need a persuasion counselor anymore. I know he hasn't really been that for quite a while, but we're going to want someone that can A, advise, so we can have 2 advisors, and B, can do we're going to make him probably into a inspire counselor. We want to make him into an advise counselor. We do want him to be able to inspire our new guy. Professor is pretty good. But we just want something with high admin, high command, high science. That's our main ones. Kind of like what Kaylee is doing. But we're no longer able to advise because we are losing so much influence. The good thing is you can't get negative influence.
Headed there now.
I think we had a breakthrough.
But if we don't do something soon, we'll have some pretty big
Surveillance
consequences. I don't think there's any consequences for having negative influence,
Mission aborted.
but we won't be able to run certain things, like our advise missions. Another one is the defend interest missions. They cracked down one of our control points. We will not be joining in the war against Brazil. Operations Center. I did say we were going to go for this quite a while ago, and just never did. We'll drop all this down And then increase those two. That's what we might do. Administration node will be a huge help, actually. Institutional bastions will be 10. Administration mode is only 1,000, so we're going to run that one first. That will be done within a month. Was that not something we already had? Interesting. And we can't even do it. We can't actually now. Because we lost that control point. We now have positive influence. So Brian, no, it costs 20. Ah, Kaylee.
Standing by.
So if you run a defend, she doesn't even have it. Ulo. Protect target. If you run it on Beijing, she'll have targeted Hab against physical attacks and other operations. We only has 7 command, so I don't know how much that will do. If we go to the codex, it might tell us some more. Missions, mission list. Defend, protect rather. Protect targets. Use the security or the command attribute. So yeah, I don't think that it will do a whole lot.
Acknowledged.
Ziyun does have it, or Shiyun. But does she have protect? I don't think she does. He's the only one with protect target.
Acknowledged. Investigating alien site.
Well, might as well have him run protect target.
On guard.
It's better than nothing. We might lose it. If we do, we'll just get it back later. It's not the end of the world. It is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Actually, does one of these give her protect target? This one does. So let's
Ready.
protect targets. And Bulo, you can go ahead and investigate Senath.
Eyes on target.
We don't know any other counselors from the servants, do we? No, we do not. See how well this goes.
I'll keep them safe.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Surveillance complete.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Another crackdown. That one's worse. Oof. Actually, did it say who did that? Because if that was the whatchamacalls, the Academy, they shouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, great, we failed. Academy, we have a non-aggression. We don't have one with the initiative, which is why. Though we are intolerance, which is supremely annoying. So we'll need to deploy the US National Guard. Shift right click will automatically move them. We lost a bunch of cohesion, which is annoying. -2 cohesion. It's going to go back up to 5, but while it's there, it's going to suffer quite a bit on everything else. And did increase unrest by 3. Administration node has been completed. We'll go for institutional bastions. Or is there anything else that would be cheaper but still give us That's 10,000 as well. Commercial. Oh, commercial rocket companies gives a new, or commercial mining companies gives the. Okay, that makes more sense. That's not going to do it. Commercial mining companies gives the 100% sales revenue. Not project review. Okay, so there's not really. So we'll go for transnational coordination. 2nd of May. 23rd of May. Not worth.
Here's what we found.
Ship launched. This is low Earth orbit Denali, so we'll go to 15. Another wave of fear. Oh boy. You lost one of the control points. Yeah. We do want to go and start building these. Fission reactor upgrade. Farm. Settlement mining upgrade. Did we not just get, or were we trying to research it? I could have sworn we just got. Eh? Am I going insane? Cybernetics global listening. I could have sworn we just got the administration. The administration node. Oh, only capacity bonus if the hab is in low Earth orbits. Well. Wow. What do you need to rename this? So this is going to be materials. Leo 2 T2 mats. Let's make that all capital. This is space science. Leo 1 Tier 1. Sorry, it's Tier 2. Space. I don't know why I capitalized all of the last one but not this one, but I did. And this is just docks. Leo 1 Tier 2 shipyard. There's not really one that I can do. So go ahead and launch another one. Found an orbital in Leo 1. Manage Rainer Station. I can only have one of those down. Oof. Okay. We'll do a layer defense array. Marine platoon barracks. We'll do power of solar array and military science. Boom. And that will also increase the 3% bonus to the production of science. So, not quite as much as I thought it was going to be, but it is some.
What's the op?
We'll have Brian come and defend interests.
Protecting our interests.
Where to?
Kaylee, we'll have you go back and advise.
Lending my expertise.
And then
Standing by.
Your orders?
we're going to have you investigate Gulo.
Initiating surveillance.
And we'll give you another investigation to help out with that. Kaylee, we're going to give you a science. No, we'll give you a science.
Standing by for orders.
We just need to hope that we don't lose this control point.
Offering assistance.
It's going to be cracked down for February. That's kind of annoying. But we're under control point cap now, so it'll be a lot harder to get into.
I have new information.
We've made contact with the enemy. Bula was at 15, so we need to do a couple more missions on him. Tajikistan was sabotaged, that's okay, don't really care. Cryovolcanic studies. An opportunity to discover cryovolcanoes presents itself. A cryovolcano is a type of volcano that erupts volatiles such as water, ammonia, or methane into an extremely cold environment that is at or below their freezing point. Cryolava is usually a liquid and can form flumes, but can also be in vapor form. After the eruption, cryolava tends to freeze into a solid form when exposed to the very low surrounding temperature, building up the volcano's conical shape. Amazing! We get 1800 science, perform a extensive analysis, it costs 1.8 thousand money, 73.9 boost, and we'll get 3600 research. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and drop these two, and this one. Actually, we'll keep 10 drop it, because if you go over, you do lose all of that. So, still pause. We finished alien technology, which will upgrade the codex for the alien mission list past technology.
We're turning the tide, Colonel.
And we get a little bit of a blurb here. We have completed the salvage alien warship objective, paid a heavy price, but I think it was worth it. The alien warship makes old Earth spacecraft look like children's toys. Weapons, systems, propulsion, armor, they're all superior to our most advanced craft in every way. Once we boarded it, though, resistance was light, and our marines swept through the thing in no time at all. It looks as though their ships run with basically a skeleton crew. Everything that can be automated is automated. Good news is that this reinforces our early suspicions about their alien birth rate. They don't have the bodies to spare. Bad news is that it doesn't take them many bodies to man these ships. We're gonna have to kill damn near every last one of them. Anyway, the most important thing is that we've now got alien alloys to spare. The stuff is used in every part of the ship's construction, from the electronics to superstructure to armor to weapons. We're sending this stuff to our research departments in preparation for our next project. We can research the alien materials when it becomes available.
We're learning, adapting.
We completed the research alien technology objective. We finally managed to get a hand on the principles the alien tech is built on, and for once we've got some good news. We've definitely confirmed that every piece of alien technology we've looked at has been built right here in our solar system, using mostly materials from the planets and asteroids around our sun. The fact that the aliens are using weapons and ships that they built here, and not just bringing a fleet of battleships straight from their homes, suggests that they're operating under some harsh resource constraints. If we can destroy their solar system manufacturing facilities, they'll be crippled. There is, however, a catch. Almost every single piece of alien tech contains some kind of alloy that our scientists can't identify at all. These materials boys claim that it's this alien alloy that allows their ships to do what they do. Unfortunately, even if we melted down every piece of alien tech we've got, we still wouldn't have enough of this stuff for a proper study. We're going to need something bigger. Now we're going to go for their weakness. Oop, we need to go back and grab this. In Megafauna have a battle rating of 6. Our armies currently have one of 4.7. Good, the executive failed their mission to purge us. They should have done the other one first, but... Or sorry, they should have done this one first and then the other one, but their loss I'm not going to complain. In fact, if we can get the opportunity shots, we might just go ahead and drop some of them.
I will try to sway the public.
Ready for my
Yun,
mission.
we're going to have you look into if there's anyone floating around China.
Eyes
Probably
on target.
initiative.
Standing by.
Offering support.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Alien computers. Mission control priority increased by 25%. Knowledge increased by 2%. Research exotics will allow us to amass a stockpile of exotics. Holy cow. It'll be up here, and we'll be able to get exotic heat sinks. And alien warships will take 5% less damage from alien weapons.
Surveillance complete.
Next turn, we will be able to unify Canada. Maybe two
We've got
turns.
some intel on our target.
10 droplet radiator is finished. We're gonna go for We'll go for target computer too. Hungary has been conquered by the EU, I assume. What happened there? Yeah. Think that we're gonna be able to well, we don't have it researched yet. Duh.
Wrapping up here.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Ready for orders.
Brian. Set national policy. I can't remember how long this takes. I think we completed before. Because we can unify in 11 days. I think this takes 10 days to go off.
On my
If we
way
do
to the
that,
capital.
can we look at the calendar and see? Free relations allowed. No, we cannot. It's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Is there anything that we want them to do? Demand claim of nuke. Where is nuke? We'll get it anyways. So we'll do it. Might as well. Phoebe explosion. How strange.
Offering counsel.
I think we had a breakthrough.
I believe it's a reference to something. I'm not sure. Battlestar Galactica or Star Trek. I really don't
Person
know.
of interest surveilled.
Typhoon. Help him out.
Policy direction complete.
Yeah, I'm not able to. Federate, no. Demand claim, it really doesn't matter. Declare war, so yeah. Waste of a turn, but oh well. We'll have him do it next turn, it'll be whatever. This will be the last turn that we'll go for. 2 hours, holy cow. That was significantly longer than I thought it would be. I said that we would do this at about an hour and a half, I think. We finished the administration node. I don't believe we powered it, which is why we're not getting the control point cap bonus. We can unify with Canada now. Thank you so much for telling me. I wasn't aware. Anything that we... Oh, you have beloved and untouchable. Dang. We'll just detain you then.
I will help them.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Got a breakthrough. A scientist on our payroll have made an unexpected discovery. The discovery has the potential to leapfrog our research even further ahead. Of course, we won't be able to keep the knowledge from getting out into the world indefinitely, but while we still have some control over it, we can try to direct it towards our goals. We can share the knowledge with some trusted colleagues ahead of time, which will get us 2,800 research. We can use the prestige of the discovery to draw more talent to our cause, which will be 1,800 research and 186 influence. We can pitch commercial applications, which will be 1,800 research and 28,000 money, and we can get 186 ops. I think we have a considerable amount of money. 33,000 is more than I know what to do with, and really all I'm going to be doing with that is augments or cybernetics when we unlock them, and if we get the odd mission that requires money. So I don't think it's worth the 1,000 research. So we're going to do that, and then we'll go ahead and grab the 3,000 research. Finish transnational coordination. We'll go ahead and grab Greater United North America. We destroyed the alien megafauna. Initial examination of the creature's colossal carcass suggests that it is not a wholly independent entity, but is instead linked to the plant-like alien growth around them. Think of that strange vegetation as akin to the vast fungal network that grows beneath fecid woodland soil, and of these titans as the mushrooms that push through to the surface. There the analogy stops, however, for these giants are not fungal in nature, and they are of course ambulatory and extremely aggressive. Their true nature is something of a mystery, for they appear to be some hybridization of flesh and vegetation. Quite possibly the result of genetic tampering. This is borne out by the staggering speed at which they can reach their enormous sizes. Our current working hypothesis is that these do not simply grow, but are themselves part of the aliens' terraforming procedures. Effectively, nearby matter, soil, bedrock, plant, and animal life is absorbed in bulk and then rapidly transformed in a creature mass. While we cannot yet divine the exact nature of the process, one thing is clear. If left unchecked, an insurmountable number of these titans will soon stalk the Earth. Send all of these armies home. And we can get 25% bonus damage to megafauna.
I have new information.
Long. I'm going to go ahead and grab a security on you. Probably should have grabbed administration, but oh well.
Target in a secure location.
Retain the initiative. Operational intelligence. Humanity First S's in the field have passed on some potentially useful intelligence for their handlers. This should make our future field operations more likely to succeed. We get 18 ups. Cool. Oh. Interesting. So either someone killed him, or they just straight up fired him. We detained... I don't know what his name was. So I couldn't even... If you fire them, they come back out into this pool. I don't believe... Unless this was him. No, because they don't have the correct trait. So I think someone killed him, which is unfortunate. I was hoping we could interrogate him and learn a little bit more about their operatives. Boom. We have now completed the unification of the United States of North America by combining United States of America and not California, Canada. Whenever you combine two nations, they kind of equalize. So our democracy went up by a little bit, our militech went down by a little bit, our education went up, our inequality didn't change, but our cohesion did. We also combined these. So if we had a bunch, so we said about 30 points of build army inside of Canada. When they combine, America gets 34 plus 30. Boom, you now have a full army that's going to poop out. We also got a bit more money because of that 400 money. We lost some science, but that's mostly because we lost a bunch of cohesion. And we got a bunch of mission control and boost, just combined all in. We now have significantly lower control point costs. And our advised mission is much more powerful because it's a lot larger. Able to put more into that. But you're going to go ahead and sit at 3.7. Don't really care. I don't believe we can federate with you, right? No, because we haven't finished that. We are going to go ahead and grab these nations down here.
What's the op? We'll see what they're up
you.
to.
No longer cracked down on China. I do want to see. We have a 5% chance because of the popular support, and they're over cap. What is your chance actually to turn him? Probably significantly low. 3%, yeah. We do know Pablo's. What is Pablo's? Yeah.
Reporting in.
We were to investigate Pablo. We've last got him at a 15, which is significantly easier.
Surveilling target.
Alright, well, that's where we're going to call it for today.
Ready.
We were able to do a actually significant amount of work in this episode. We destroyed a bunch of protectorate stuff, which is just a happy side effect. We destroyed a bunch of alien warships. We got a significant chunk of our research done, specifically for that xenology research. We researched United States of North America and combined our Canada and United States of America into one big nation, and we're currently working on Greater United States of North America, which will allow us to do the same with all of this. Next, we're going to work on South America as well as China. Eventually, we're going to want to take over Taiwan, which will then subsume all of China and China's whatchamacallsums. For that, we will need to get these big ones here, which are Liberating Mainland China and Pan-Asian Combine. I don't know. I think you just need to have both of them. I don't think it matters what order, or if you even have China by the time you unlock the other one. I really don't know. I need to look into that before the next episode. Holy cow. We also did a little bit with our space assets. We built a couple more space stations. We're going to need to put a couple more into low Earth orbit as well, because we're going to want to get a lot of those. We'll do one more. Not quite full. Oh, you have two more in there. We're not going to go that far, but we're going to want to get a lot of these research bonuses, as well as a lot of those modules. As you have seen, you have a bonus for being at low Earth orbit and at interface level, so we're going to want to get those as well. But that is all. I want to thank you all so very much for joining me for this long episode, 2 hours and 10 minutes as of right now. And if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe, that would be so very nice. Tell me what you want to see. I asked this in the last episode, didn't get anything, but if you want to see something in particular, want me to go over, explain a little bit more, please let me know. I cannot help if I don't know what you need. But thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.